Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in your business. Hello and welcome to episode number 81 of Business Behind the Scene. Now, I wanted to be giving a shout out to someone that just put a comment in my Instagram today. I'm going to read it out to you. Her name is Assistant Tempire. She said, thank you so much for sharing this post. I have been a keen observer of your content and listener of your podcast. You have inspired me to build my confidence and little each day for months, and I'm about to put myself out there and finally chase my dreams. I am so grateful to you. Well, Assistant Empire, I am so grateful to you. Well done for following your dreams, and thank you so much for listening to my podcast. Comments like this fill my heart with happiness, and I just get even more motivated to, all right, let's go, let's record something else, let's get out there, people are listening, people are needing this, and I am just so grateful. I've been in a real good space the last few probably about 5 days. It's been so good to move back in Bolimba, my favorite suburb. I know I've been going on a lot about this in the last few podcasts, but listen, I am in heaven. I just moved in my new place. It's mine. It's my unit. It's perfect for Ollie Boy and I, and he's got such a good energy, and I'm in love. I'm in love with my life at the moment. I'm in love with everything that I'm doing. And I know that magic is happening, and I'm creating magic, and it's just an amazing feeling to feel. So if you are living right now and you're wondering, how do you create magic in your life? Just be present and really ask yourself. I was talking to my friend Jamie yesterday. I love her to bits. And we were chatting about how incredible our lives are right now. And if 10 years ago, I would speak to that Francesca and say, hey, in 10 years, you would have your own house, you would have your business running, you have people leaving Instagram comments that you are inspiring them, hundreds of clients, team members, friends that are so like-minded and so inspiring, and oh my goodness, and you can go for a walk and you can breathe and you're healthy and you're gonna be happy. Like, if that Francesca 10 years ago, she would not believe it. Honestly, everything that is happening here, I would not believe it. So it's just about grounding yourself and stop for a second and really, really look back. And no matter where you are, I am sure that your past self will look at you and go, wow, I am so proud of yourself. I'm so proud of where you're going, so proud of where you are, so proud of who you are. And I was talking to a client of mine the other day, and she was saying, oh, I'm regretting spending all this money in coaching. What am I doing this for? I don't get it. I'm so disappointed with myself that I decided to spend all this money in coaching this year. I already spent $50,000 in coaching, and what for? And it doesn't make sense. And I said, look, I get it. And that's the way to see it. And the other way to see it is, where would you be without coaching? And that was a question that she didn't ask. Her brain was taking her, and my brain does that too, towards a place where there is no hope, a place where you're not backing yourself. But instead, I said, why don't you back yourself now for the choice that you made 2 years ago? Back yourself that you are where you're meant to be. Back yourself that you're not making any mistakes. There's no right or wrong. There is only where you are. It's perfect the way it is. And this is where I just love business, because business is mindset. Business is the spiritual journey that got me to be here right now. And you guys, I've shared a lot of it. I've spent a really dark time in the last year. I went down. I think at one point I touched rock bottom. I didn't stay there for long, but I did get there, and I was like, wow, I haven't been so low for a long time. And I hear you sometimes when you're there is no hope, there is no you don't see the light outside of the tunnel. Well, you can't see how to get out of the tunnel because you don't see a light, right? Everything is dark and everything is scary and you feel like you're the only person going through it. And the truth is, we're never the only person going through it. There is always someone else out there going through it while we're going. And at the same time, it's always unique to our lives. So yes, nobody else is going through the way that we are going through it. But listen, we are all here. We are all in the same journey. We are all in the same path. And reaching out and surround yourself with people that get you and go back to your soul. I was listening to a podcast this morning where we're talking about boring, how life can be boring and we don't allow it. We're just afraid of boredom. We do stuff. We run, we rush, we read, we eat, we smoke, we drink, we watch pornography, whatever it is that we need to do to avoid boredom, rather than stay still and feeling that uncomfortable emotion and just allow it through. And it's scary because it's like, what? I don't want to be bored. I don't want to do that. I hear you. But listen, the thing is, we can either choose to be bored or we can just stay. We just can just stay in this rush and this rut and just keep running and running and running. But eventually the universe is going to make you stop. And I got stopped this year. I got stopped because I was just rushing into the next life, next version of myself, and the next, without enjoying who I was already, without admiring the woman that I've become, without acknowledging the path that I've been through and the journey and how far I've come. So here I am sharing with all of you how proud I am of myself. I did this. I did it. I work hard. I didn't get here. I remember a conversation with my brother. My brother's always been very talented at piano. He's always playing piano like Beethoven. I always called him Beethoven. And I was jealous. Growing up, I thought he had a talent and I didn't. And I resent him for it. And then one day I went back to Italy thinking that I was lost and afraid and alone and I didn't have anything. And my brother said to me, what are you complaining about? You had it easy. And I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't have anything. So from his perspective, I had an easy life because I wasn't forced into a passion. And I didn't think it was forced to. I thought it was just his passion. And he said, Francesca, you don't remember. Where you were outside playing with the neighbors and you were enjoying your Sunday morning with all the friends around. I was inside forced to stay at the piano, to play piano. I had no choice. Dad wouldn't let me go out. And I was crying and we would fight. And I was forced. Passion didn't happen to me. Dad forced me to play piano, and then when I got good, I became passionate. So listen, how many of us, we hate our way through something new? We hate business. At the beginning, I hated this thing. I hated marketing. I hated business. I hated emails. I hated clients. I hated everything. That's because I was not good at it. Now that I'm good at it, I love business. I hated salsa when I didn't like it, but now when I wasn't good at it, but now that I dance salsa and I'm so good at it, I just love it. So are we giving up way too early before we get good at something? And I'm hearing myself saying this, and I have done this in relationships. I don't like a relationship, I run. Maybe I should stay through the tough and the rough and just stay, and that's what relationship is, going through the tough times, not just run away when it's not easy. So that's a lesson to self, by the way. Talking to myself here out loud. So my friends, I'm here to remind you that you're in the right place at the right time. And today I didn't want to talk about this, but it just came out. So I'm just like, all right, well, there we go. Let's just talk about it. Today I actually wanted to talk to you about virtual assistants. so many business owners I see, they're trying to do it all by themselves because they are in scarcity. They're trying to save money and save every penny. And my success wouldn't be a success if I didn't hire my first virtual assistant. And a lot of people think that having a virtual assistant is bringing a job outside of Australia, and it's not fair, and we're not helping the economy. But listen, I am helping the economy because I've hired a virtual assistant. If I didn't hire my virtual assistant 7 years ago, I most likely wouldn't be here today running a $1.5 million business and being proud of it and being able to hire people in Australia now and contribute to the economy. So I'm contributing to the economy way more now because I am, I've saved so much money at the beginning, and I still have 8 virtual assistants that are priceless to my business. And I just love where they're at, what they do, and how they contribute, and they are part of the business. But a lot of people that hire virtual assistants, they expect that they work in the business and they just know everything and they just do it all and they just don't need any training and anything like that. And I mean, I don't know if you've been to a job before, but even if I was experiencing reception when I was working in receptions at 5-star hotels. When I went from one hotel to work to another hotel, it was different. Different programs, different systems, different rules, different procedures, and I had to learn the way they like things to be done, different way to answer the phone, different way to deal with problems, different names in the business of people that I had to call when something happened. There was so much to learn. And the brain can only take some information at a time. So even when I was starting a new job in the same industry, I still needed a couple of months to get used to it, to get training. So we're expecting so much from these team members that are working on virtually on the other side of the world, helping us in our businesses. And a lot of business owners don't have the patience and the compassion to train and to really help and support virtual assistant to grow with the business. So the reason why I have virtual assistant that have been with me 6 years, 7 years, 5 years, 3 years is because they started with me and we give them the time, the support. We work with them, we support them, we engage with them. So it's just been a journey. We don't just here's the job, go and do it. They're people. We treat them like people. We support them. We love them. We ask them where they're at, where they want to be, and we make sure that they live their dream by working with us. And so many people do the opposite. They get a virtual assistant and they just expect and demand. And I don't know you, but I would never want to work in a job where the boss is always angry and never fun. And don't get me wrong, there has been many times in my business that it was stressful and I took it on team, and for sure, and those moments is what actually taught me how to not to do that ever again. So and then things happen, and sometimes I go back into that resentment and anger and whatever, but I often learn how to work through it because it's just not fair. And I wanted to invite you, if you haven't got a virtual assistant, to really look into it on how does that look like. We have found and trained virtual assistants for 95 clients at the moment, and it's been so amazing to see the relationship that they build together and the support and the growth in the business because of them. It's just so fulfilling, right? So beautiful to see. So if you haven't got a virtual assistant, you're a coach and you're trying to do it all by yourself, really look around and look what a virtual assistant could do for you and who's doing it. And if you're not in my workshop Secret for Coaches, then go in and once you're in that group, you can book a VA Game Changer call, which will show you what a virtual assistant could do for your business and how your business will expand and what tasks you can give them. And from there, you can choose to go and find your own virtual assistant, or you can choose to stay with us and let us find you the virtual assistant for you. So this is where, for us, it's been. I've been on a mission to help business owners do that, and I don't want to start an agency where I have a virtual assistant, and then I pay them $5 an hour, and then I charge the client $20 an hour, and then I'm keeping 15. Like, I just don't feel that that's what I want to do, and that's what I want to when I want to go. So we charge a fee, which is a fee for us to find and train virtual assistants. Like, often we interview 18, 20, 30, 40 virtual assistants per day or week. So 18 a day. So it's about, whatever it is per week. And we only hire about 5 or 10 of those. Like, we are very strict on our hiring process, because we want people to stay long term with our clients. We don't want people to stay short term. So the hiring process is really complicated when you do it by yourself. So we take the burden off you. We then train the virtual assistants in our social media strategies and our admin, so that they can support you in your business. And that is another priceless thing. So at least they've done a mafia university, so they know the basics on putting bums and seats and help you fill your events and all the social media stuff that we do. And then they're yours forever. Then you hire them and you pay them directly $5 an hour, and we don't make any money from there on. We just have the first fee. And the reason why is because when I first started, I was like, I could not afford a virtual assistant that was more than $5 an hour. Like, impossible. But because I had 5 virtual assistants that were $5 an hour, and my business was exploding, like, it was really exciting. So yes, so that's what I wanted to talk to you about, to grow the business by hiring more people and embrace that relationship and grow together, because it's priceless when that happens. So my friends, I hope that you enjoyed today's podcast. It was a little bit of, I don't even know what I'm going to call this podcast now, because it was meant to be virtual assistant, but now I talked a lot about other stuff. So good luck to my VA to choose a title for this podcast. She's listening to this and transcribing it and going, oh, she's talking about me. Yeah, you can put this in. This is going, all of this is going in. Okay, my friends. Well, tomorrow is my birthday, and I came in today to record and do everything I had to do so that I can have this week off. So I'll be back next Monday, and I will tell you all about my week off. I'm going to enjoy my new home, that energy. I'm gonna hang out at the pool. I'm gonna go for massages. I'm gonna go for luncheons and dinners with friends, and I'm just gonna be me. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and go and be bored and go and find a virtual assistant and invest in your business growth. All right, my friends, have a great day. Bye. Hey, if you enjoy listening to this podcast, then you have to come to check out our Facebook group, Workshop Secrets for Coaches. It's a community of over 9,500 coaches that are ready to boom their business by running workshops. They are stuck in one-on-one coaching, and they're ready to start to go one-to-many. So if you are one of those coaches, then you have to join us. I look forward to see you there. And hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave me a review to win a ticket to one of my workshops. I look forward to see you there.